G'day there, ladies and ledians. Welcome back to another episode of my Dragon Quest IX Let's Play. Last time we had managed to track down the Wight Knight a little bit, and found a place called Brigadoom, an ancient kingdom from the past that's been kind of torn over time. Sorry for that enemy. And what we are doing today is we're going through Brigadoom to help kind of the area, you know. There's an enemy here that the Wight Knight needs to take out, and so we're gonna go in and help him out, and because the Wight Knight's actually pretty decent. As per usual, I'll battle at least one of every enemy so that we can get a bit of an understanding about what we're dealing with. As we oh, jeez. I would prefer that you don't use Medicine, if you could instead go for your healing spells, that would be great. But yeah, we'll be able to dodge the enemies. So once we battle at least one of everything, we should be fine. It's not like old school JRPGs where it's just random encounters, it's actually on the overworld, so it's easier to dodge enemies. Some of them are a bit harder, but for the most part you can avoid it. And so yeah, like we're here to help out the Wight Knight. Oh, nice. And yeah, help out with the other boss battle. That way we can get some more benevolence from the King of Stornway. And then that will help us. And that will help us kind of prove that we are Celestian, so we can take the Starflight Express back to the observatory and kind of see how things are. Because last time we were there, we got shaken off, and so we don't know how the other people are going at the moment. So I believe... is it in here? It has been a while since I've done this dungeon. But, you know, we got time. So, ooh, that is excellent. We can equip that. As per usual, I get all the best equipment, and any hand-me-downs go to my followers. Yeah, this is going to be like a, almost like a single playthrough, so the followers that are here, which are fellow Pokemon content creators, will be leaving the group somewhat soon. We got 3 more bosses before that happens. And even then, they'll be around a little bit for kind of the start of it, because once I get into the specifics of the challenge, it should be more clear about what's happening. But yeah, we're doing alright for now. We'll see how we go throughout the dungeon, and then we can decide if we need to double back and heal up for a bit. Is there anything in these? Yeah. Also, the SVC is actually growing a fair amount. I found that talking to people on live streams is probably more effective. But I'll still be reaching out to, oh. Okay, that's a bit worrying. Yeah, I'll still be reaching out to people on their videos, but in terms of, like, quick turnover rates, live streams are a bit easier. So, yeah, I think at the time of recording, we've got about 12 Pokemon content creators, including myself. So, you know, we're actually getting there. It's pretty sizable. the community is a bit more active, so you know, people are chatting without needing much of a prompt, which is nice. But there's always ways to improve. Even when you think you can't improve, there's always a way to get better. We just want a evac spell, which is essentially like an escape rope from Pokemon. It allows us to exit the dungeon, so it'll be good if we need to go out. We'll go this way. You can tell on the minimap on the top screen about where we can go. I could like technically reverse it, but there are some cinematics where it uses both the top and bottom screen. Clogs are good. Mini Metal is also good. It's a thing that'll help us out later. But clogs are going to be probably one of the best things in this playthrough. It's not much of an improvement of, you know, 1.5 compared to 1% evasion chance, but evading attack is better than tanking it. All things considered. And there's also block chance, which is also excellent. So, yeah, I mean we can equip those shoes. Who's going to have the sandals? The shoes, sorry. Look, it is nice to have the heal with a bit more evasion. And, like, survivability. Oh, a lunatic. Pretty funny name. I do like a lot of the pun names in Dragon Quest series. They're usually pretty good. Oh! You got hugged there, Eevee? You're just grooving over there. There we go. Ah, yep, you're laughing. Which is probably fair given how easy it is to make you laugh. No offense. You got a very unique laugh. It's very cute. Any case. Yeah, like the Wight Knight, for example. That's a pretty punny name, right? Because it's like, you would expect it to be the colour white, but it's more like the undead white, which is pretty cool. Great. Okay. We're doing good. It's just MP from Mendosaur. That's a bit lacking. I just love that attack animation. It's so good. There are plenty of good attacks in this game, and you know, the variety of weapons as well. It's overall a very enjoyable game. Very underrated though. What's in the cabinet? Nothing. It's a Dragon Quest tradition to just raid people's homes. I forget which way is the correct way, but if there's a loot about, then we don't go towards the exit. A lot of those items may seem kind of worthless, but they do have a use, which we will get to sooner or later. Can we go for this? No, it's locked. Yeah, I think that's from the end of the dungeon. Just managed to dodge him. So now we go up here. Yeah, so I'm thinking we can take on the boss today. Ooh, box of shorts. I need to get out of here. No. Yeah, so I'm thinking that we can take on the boss. Then that'll probably be the end of today's episode. Again, I'm trying to aim for like between 20 to 40 minutes. It's not an exact science or anything, but it's something. Also, recently I have uploaded a compilation of my first 10 Pokemon Leagues episodes. So if there's any of them that you have missed, you know, you can look for the regular Pokemon links, or you can just find it in the compilation. It is, of course, going to be age restricted because some of the episodes are age restricted, and I feel like that's kind of fair, you know. So it's not going to be as popular as I would probably like it, but it's going to be relatively nice. Sure, we can just do that. Eevee, you got yourself a new skill. Cubone, what are you getting? Oh, yeah, you can head towards Metal Slash, that's fine. Very nice. Before we go any further, let's equip some boxer shorts. And yeah, since your appearance does change with your equipment, okay, it's basically the same. So let's put it on. Huh. Okay, that's kind of useless then. Did not see that on site. What was I saying? Ooh, that's nice. We get a surprise round on these guys. Good way to build up some combo damage. Oh. That's a bit annoying. But we are getting there. I think we're pretty good. Even though you guys are wearing hand-me-down equipment, we are doing nice. Yeah, good stuff. Medisaur! What are you getting us? Heading towards that healing proficiency. Oh, another mini medal. We came from downstairs. Yeah. So now we should be able to unlock this. So it'll make it easier if we need to fast travel back here. Dang it. It's very hard to avoid them sometimes. But yeah, so I expect the challenge to begin around level 18 or 17. So it's going to be a little bit. At the moment we're just kind of playing a bit more casually. Although I do have some things in mind for how I'm playing it. Okay. Anything in one of these? Another herb. It's very hard to avoid them sometimes. Tension can be nasty, but we should be fine. Good, good. Oh yeah, I was saying that because yeah, the overworld, because we look like our equipment, right? Technically you can take off the equipment. There's no like, you know, private parts or anything, and it's gonna be like underwear, but I'm just saying it's possible. That's the main way, so let's go this way. We are about to do a boss battle, so pay attention. Because it's gonna be kind of tense, I think. Actually, we should be fine. Yeah. And this, I should think... yeah. A little bit more defense. So, let's put that on... let's put that on you, Eevee. You can have a little bracelet. Unfortunately, accessories aren't really shown. We'll do a bit of a heal up before we continue on. So, yeah, this will be healing us. There we go, and then we should be able to... whole... Okay, holy water's like a repel. We don't have... We don't have anything... Okay, but we got some Chimera wings. So what we can do is... We can evac. We'll go back to Stornway. And then we'll head back here. I think that should be pretty good. Yep, every day we're using Chimera Wing. Stornway. Stornway because it's cheaper. And it won't be too long in the game until we don't need the Chimera Wing anymore. So we may as well use it now. And yeah, this is definitely like one of the cheapest inns in the game. There is one that is free, but every time you want to go to it, you gotta do a bit of travel. Even like after fast traveling. So it's kind of like good price for convenience. You know? Alright, now everyone is fully ready. So let's take another Chimera Wing. We can't go to Brigadoom. So we'll just go to Zir and then kind of speed run it. But yeah, the SPC is doing pretty good. It's Small Poker Tuber Club, in case you haven't heard of it. I do have a video about it, and also another content creator, Cardboard Keyrone, has also created a video about it. And so if you look hard enough, you'll definitely find it. We still gotta try and like organise like a game night or something. I know that time zones are kind of awkward, so it might be like a game day or Arvo. But yeah, even though it's 12 content creators at the moment, there's still a few more on the way, that's for sure. People take their time seeing messages or like responding. Okay, we just gotta balance this one, but then we should be good. But it means that there's always like, you know, people in kind of rotation. Like, people are just coming and going. Well, hopefully not going, but there's always at least someone in the process of potentially joining. Okay, God, where am I going? Oh, wait, I'm not going here. I'm going up and around. Yeah. Alright. Are we ready for a boss battle? I think we'll be fine. Let's watch the cutscene, eh? Gee, is there anything over here? Sorry. If the main progress is one way, then loot is the other way. That's just how games work. Alright. Here we go. So, here is the wicked beast that's kind of taken over Brigadoom. She's got a interesting accent. It's, you know, kind of very old English, you know. Morag. Basically vampire and succubus combined, but more vampiric than succubus. So, at one point, the White Knight was here to take on Morag and kill her, but Morag won the fight and had the White Knight as her slave. Damn. And so yeah. Yep. The earthquake broke the spell that Morag placed on the White Knight, and so the White Knight is kind of free, and Morag just kind of wants to be loved, forcefully, not with consent, you know. And so she has her eye set on the White Knight. So we're going to say no to that. Yep. Hello. Watch this, ready? Dinner, way, a pretty wee hide. Sorry. Had to try that. So this is the charming kind of curse that she does. However, remember, we are part Celestian, so we are immune to this curse. If ye were mortal, my curse could not have failed. So she's a bit aware that, you know, we are not immortal, we are a Celestian, and so it's kill on sight. Here we go! Gotta love that boss music. And the design, look at the hands coming out from the dress. Damn. Alright. Pretty straightforward though. Well, we could egg on someone, but let's just attack. HP Hoover is like a... yeah, little vampiric attack. No, Eevee! You were supposed to attack. Yikes. There's not going to be much damage. But, potentially, we get to see... Ooh, there we go, Cubone. Potentially, we get to see... oh, not the Puff Puff. If you know with Puff Puff... oh, there we go. I got out of that pretty quickly. I think it is, like, only one action, maybe? I don't know. But, if you're aware of the Puff Puff from Dragon Quest, then you can understand why there would be a smile on the face. You know, it's pretty child friendly, like you know, Puff Puff as a censorship, but if you know, you know. Start using the medicine, we need that for later. Anyway, there is a combat mechanic that we haven't quite shown off, so there's a good chance that we get to show it off in this battle. Ouch! I'm paralyzed. Ooh, thank you for the buff, I thought you could do that. But I can't do anything. Oh, we get to control human. Just fight. Come on. I believe that's a poison type move. Like, can do poison. And so, because we're already paralyzed, we can't be poisoned as well. I believe. I don't know, I just found. Come on. Thank you, Mendosaur. Keep up the work, Eevee. And keep on, go. Yeah, boy. We're doing good, we're doing good. Nice dodge. Smack. If I could get unparalyzed, that'd be great. Keep on! There we go. Good smack, good smack. A little bit of health back from her egg. It's not much. No longer targeting Cubone though. Little buff on Eevee there. You know, it's we're doing good, we're doing good. God, if I could get unparalyzed, that'd be great. Okay, no longer paralyzed. Okay, okay. Surely we get this combat mechanics at some point. Oh, Eevee's paralyzed now. Never mind, we just win the battle. I think that went pretty well, all things considered. Alright, another level up. More skill points, so we're gonna put it... yeah, we're gonna put it into shield. I'll explain why later, but for now, it's just important to put into that. Nice. Pair of high heels. Well, we happen to have a lady on the team that can use it. Yeah, so Mona, the princess from ancient Brigadoom, is no more, and so the White Knight can't really get his final dance with his betrothed, his fiancée. So it's a bittersweet ending that we got here. So the White Knight's just in a land, kind of devastated by time. There's no one around to love him, no one to welcome him. He's rescued his homeland, but it's not really that good. However, who is this? Is this perhaps Princess Mona? It sounds like it. It looks like it. They're gonna have a dance as husband and wife for the first time. Isn't this precious? Go! Let's go! Get some cheers in the comments down below. Look at this lovely dance. That's the glow of benevolence. The White Knight is very happy. It was not actually Princess Mona, but it was Simona. Princess Mona was like an ancestor of Simona. Yeah, with your gratitude we got more benevolence, which is what we need to be a Celestian. And of course the king did promise us a reward, so we'll be going back there next episode. Tell you what though, you don't get animations like that in any Pokemon game. But in any case, that is going to be it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and you know, you can let me know down below what your favourite part of it was. But that is going to be it for today's episode. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.